It's 7:26 on AM Tampa Bay. We've been talking about the behavior specialist at a school and some problems they had in a school recently in which a student punched a teacher in the stomach and a couple of other things that happened there. And John Edmonson joins us, a wellness specialist. And John, you point out that instead of detention, which used to be things that people got, now they're getting meditation?
Yeah, good morning. Yeah, it's they are, but it's a piece in the puzzle, not the whole puzzle. But meditation or breathing or focusing is a really effective way to help kids get back on track. It's amazing. I was a high school teacher for 8 years, and probably by my third year teaching, I realized that the old system wasn't going to work. There's nothing wrong with accountability. There's nothing wrong with discipline. But at the same time, I noticed that the kids were so emotionally distraught that it really wasn't connecting. They're just getting upset and frustrated when you send them to detention. I've spent time in ISS or in-school suspension with the kids, and they're just sitting there, either daydreaming or thinking about how to take revenge on the teacher that sent them there. But when we started using breathing and focusing and Tai Chi and even yoga a little bit in the classroom, the discipline issues went down, and their grades went up. It's phenomenal to see that happen.
I hesitate to bring this up. We're talking about the behavior specialists and things they were doing, and our Canny Cabby sent a picture of, he says, this is the kind of behavior specialist we used to have when I was in school, and it's a picture of a belt.
Well, I remember those days, too, and sure, and people debate about that all the time. It's like, kids just need toughness. And if you're tough on them, they're going to get better. And maybe there was a time in society where that made sense, but things have changed, and kids have changed, and it's not the same as it used to be. And what we've learned about the human brain now is that a lot of times when these kids act out, like punching a teacher, I mean, I've seen that so many times, or broken up so many fights. It's always the same thing. The kids get into fight, flight, or freeze mode. They're not thinking about anything but how to survive. So no matter what you say to them, there's no reason they don't respond. In fact, they may even think you said something else.
So student punches teacher in the face, and you think, would you use the meditating process there to calm him down?
Well, what I would do is, if I could, would get into a time machine and teach that school these processes ahead of time. Because a lot of cases you can prevent that from even happening, and I've seen that. But we also have to do is teach the teachers. Because part of what happens is it's a subconscious dance between two people. The child becomes very upset and frustrated. Instinctually we feel that. The teacher becomes more frustrated, and then the two of them begin to act and think in a way that doesn't make sense. And so a lot of times when I would go into schools and train on mindfulness and meditation, we'd say, this is great for the kids, and they need it, and it's going to prevent things later on. In the moment, if they haven't learned it, you try to teach them that, nothing's going to happen. But if they know it ahead of time, then they'll be able to make that shift. But more powerful is when the teachers learn it too, they feel more calm, and they begin to see things a little bit more clearly, so they're able to avoid those situations for themselves, which is a phenomenal thing for them. They're less frustrated, they're less stressed.
Well, I think
they're
the problem,
more mindful of what's coming at them.
I think the problem is things have changed dramatically, and the parents today don't do their job like they used to, and that's not going to change. It's only going to get worse. But do you have a website?
Well, sure. Mine is Marula Medical, MARLUA medical.com, and you can find us there. And if you're interested in more about kids, it'd be Momentous Institute. They have a phenomenal website on how to work with children.
All right, John, thanks for joining us on AM Tampa Bay. John Edmonson, our wellness specialist. We didn't have one of those when I was growing up either. It's 7:30.
When you need to know. News Radio 970 WFLA.